Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a short video about how to download DEM or TIFF files. Basically, they're very similar. DEM just stands for Digital Elevation Map, or Digital Elevation Model rather. And you can get some handy information from this from, say, like through USGS or Explorer, as you can see here in the URL we're here. Now, oops, move that over here. So we can see that in order to use this, to download the TIFF files, you need to sign in and create an account with USGS. And I'm not going to show that. I mentioned that in another video, but basically, once you create an account, it'll be transferred to this page. If you just type in fexplorer usgs.gov, and then we're going to go over to datasets. Now you can do several things. You can go directly to digital elevation map or digital elevation section right here. And then you could go to select one of these 6 or 7 options. But we're not going to do that. We're going to use something called Landsat. Basically, it does the same thing, except Landsat you can just sort of search for what some specific area you want to kind of cover with DEM/rasters. So, for example, to start off, we just wanted to go to Landsat, so I just minimize that. So go Landsat, Landsat Collection 2 Level 1, Landsat A through 9. Then we're going to submit our results. We're going to ask for results, rather. As you can see, we can see a bunch of different sort of shapefile, well, not exactly shapefiles, but rasters that basically correspond to this sort of area. So, for example, if we can zoom in, we can just click the footprint of the first one. We can see that this is our footprint area. Basically, it's almost a square. It's not exactly a square, but basically here it covers much of our surface area, but we don't want it, but it doesn't cover all of it. So what we can do is we can just click download, and we have several options. We can do full resolution browse, natural color, thermal quality, and these are some slightly smaller files. Now you could just, of course, download it right now. For example, we could do quality. Of course, we don't actually. I've created another file with this similar name, so I'm just going to delete this. It's not going to be exactly the same raster file that I selected because I messed with Polygon a little, but that's basically once you download it, you can just click remove. Well, it's already removed now. I'm going to go over to QGIS. We can see that this very similar TIFF file we got from USGS. Just click and drag. You can see we have here a raster file. We can do several things. Again, we can just click properties. It's got band, so we can render type single band gray. And it's basically very similar to what we did in the last episode where we were talking about, properties and pseudocolors and graduation. So because it's basically this sort of file type, we have to choose single band gray, single band pseudocolor. We have options for color ramps too, for example, blues, greens, grays. If you click apply, we'll basically have this sort of map. Now it's an elevation map, it looks like. It's very flat. As you can see, there's not much variation between the whites and the greens. But yeah, there are other options too, like for example, you can go to attribute, well, there are no attributes tables. I don't ask for attributes related to the source, but yeah, so it's basically how you kind of download raster files from USGS Earth Explorer and how you can sort of open them up in QGIS and work with them. I hope you guys found this video helpful and useful. Be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.